This is the third part of my e-portfolio. In this part, I'm going to demonstrate how did my teaching activities meet Australia professional teaching standards. Because of the time limit, I would like to represent standard 1.2, 1.5, and 2.2. Standard 1.2, in this part, I would like to show how could I put some theories into practice. For example, how could I put Vygotsky's social culture theory, scaffolding and ZPD, Bandura's social cognitive theory, social learning theory, and Piaget's cognitive development theory into practice. There are three examples from my classroom. Example one, in my class, mostly we have literacy and numeracy learning in rotation ways, which means students have plenty of time to work in groups and cooperate with others. Based on Bandura's observational learning theories, students are able to learn from others. Apart from that, students can also know how to cooperate with others emotionally and socially. Exam 2, students are in pre-operational stage based on Piaget's theory, so students need more real or hands-on teaching materials to help them to understand some concepts like values. So I use the plastic coin and pop sticks to help students to figure out the concepts of Australian money value and some strategies to work out addition or subtractions using pop sticks. Example 3 is about classroom setting. Pictures or letters about Jollyphonics are at quite obvious place in my classroom, which could remind students what they are learning. Let's move on to next one. Standard 1.5, differentiate teaching to meet the specific learning needs of students across the full range of abilities. So in this part, I will point out special considerations in my classroom. So when I prepare for my teaching, I have to put some students with special needs into account. For example, Mason has ASD and ODD and can have some moments when he needs some space and time. Often just let to him for a bit and at his table, and he will be ready to rejoin the class. He sit at his table and not on the floor. Other students sit on the floor. Levi has ASD and is quite capable of literacy and numeracy. Normally, I prepare extra work for him because he's far ahead of others. Lucas has a visual impairment and should use his device to help read pages and items when required. Kyron has ADHD and ODD. He has become good friends with Mason. Karen will often respond to a forced choice using timer for take-up time. He has a reward system where he can earn stickers. Standard 2.2, content selection and organization. Organize content into an effective learning and teaching sequence. So in this part, based on the Government of South Australia Department of Education Learning Design Thinking Map, as a teacher, we need to know what we want them to learn. How will we know if they got it? So what will we do to get there? Which is a kind of common sense for each teacher, but it's not an easy way to teach when we put this theory into practice. I'm going to show one of my teaching activities. It is a unit plan about a pattern. This the teaching and the learning sequence is listed here. There are 12 classes in total. Among them, there are 2 investigation classes, which means students have 2 hours to explore pattern more deeply with their peers. I will also attach this unit plan on my ePortfolio. This is the part 3. That's all. Thank you.